Well, great morning, everyone. It is Saturday, so later today we will have Hoga Lee time. So don't forget to tune in for that. Now, this morning I saw this horrific thing. A YouTuber by the name of, let me get her name here, Franke was just arrested. She's got 6 children. YouTube, over a couple million followers. How do these people that are so failed and get millions of viewers? I don't get it. But she was arrested for major child abuse. Her 12-year-old son crawled out of the window, went to a neighbor's asking for food and water. They had seen he had been duct taped around his wrists and his ankles. Okay. 4 of the children had to be taken to the hospital. They had serious wounds, malnourished, just a horrible, horrible situation. So, pull cards and what is going on with that. I don't get how these people get millions of views and followers. Oop, missing a card. I want all of them in here. So I'm going to do the Lenormand first and we'll see what it says. And then we'll go ahead and do the Tarot. At the center of it's the history. Do they not know the history of this woman? Looking for deeper details, some things that are hidden, things that need to be revealed, and the light rising on that. The light dawns about the history of this woman. Okay, above it, she had short-term success. So what about the short-term success? Contract, married to, this awakening. Now, their awakening to her abuse is what's being awakened. But she would be saying she was an influencer and giving parenting advice. Parenting advice from somebody that was a child abuser. Foundation are documents, fireworks about probably her explosive temper could be, and anchored in. So they're looking for documents to anchor this in, going into it, obstructions, difficulties, and the key obstructions and difficulties. Was she ever reported before? And underneath of it all, deceptive, somebody that's deceptive. So we have the 4 corners are about married to awakening, anchoring in this explosive thing that's coming out now about this person. Okay, looking deeper, how she was married to this explosive style that she had, the history in the center, short-term luck with looking for documents with this, the challenges, the light being shed, awakening and anchoring this in, waking up to what happened, okay? And the key is the obstructions. So let's get the Tarot and just see what we have with this. What can the Tarot tell me about what's going on with this vlogger? Her channel was taken down from YouTube, I guess, last week. But I guess her thing was called 8 Passengers, her YouTube channel. So what can you tell me about this? What's going on with this? at the center of it, we have the strength. Strength of the case, strength of what's happening. The message in the past, going into it, she's put out these messages. And it's all illusion, delusion, because her messages were about tough parenting. Well, sitting there and denying food to your children and having them duct taped, bound, is delusional. That's not tough parenting. That is abuse, pure and simple. The challenge is this new action coming down, okay, about the fishtails, the lies, the spins that she's going to put out, and what she's put out on her channel. Above it, this was about money, okay, and popularity, having the cushy life. Going into it is what was being offered, what was being put out there, and that is the struggle, okay? That is the difficulty with this. Foundation is about, this could be the DOJ, it could be, again, compassion. It's not Biden, that's for sure. It's about those that were involved with it, the YouTube channel that she had, and how she was rushing to these new actions that were aggressive actions. We have being out in the cold. She was not following, let's face it, she was not following Christian values, okay? This was about having her popularity, about what she was putting out, about strong-handed measures, and there was the Pandora's box she tried to keep the lid on, and now this is going forward. It was about her manipulation, and judgment is now coming down the pike. So let's tear this down. Above it, when it comes to her cushy life, that was aided by her message, but her message was outside the bounds of good Christianity and compassion, love, light, compassion, etc. So what we have, again, we have the ideas of compassion, but what was offered up was her delusional fishtails to get her following that she was putting out there as somehow beneficial, but it was actually poison and trying to keep the lid on things. Okay. We have above it now the arguments, the fights, the challenge, the difficulty of the new action. This could be either the action by the husband, I don't know if they're still together, or could be a lawyer, etc., prosecution, looking at this going forward, okay? She was somebody that just charged forward with what she was doing. What's driving it underneath of it all was strength of her following and her manipulations that are now going to be judged, okay? I don't know, these ones that belong to the Church Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, I have seen some horrible things, and I used to know somebody, a friend, and her father was way up in the Mormon church, and she filled me in on a lot of the details, what happens there, what they wear, getting sealed in the temple, the more bizarre and strange things that they do. I also knew a family, and the husband would get steaks, he would get malts, he would get that, and the family had to eat the poorest things, okay? He was on a pedestal. Why? Because he has the power. And in the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the husband has a secret name for the wife, and if he doesn't call it, she doesn't get into heaven, okay? Yeah. The husband controls whether the woman gets into heaven or not. He's got to call her name. And if he doesn't call her name, she doesn't get to heaven. So they have absolute control and power over the women and the families. And I have seen so much abuse in that church. We've had, the Mormons with the polygamy. We have them marrying young children. So many things have gone on with this that are just heinous. Absolutely heinous. So let's pull some 3 cards and see what else we have on this. This is just so sad. 4 children are in the hospital now. The oldest daughter, I guess she's out. She said, finally. This is about holding on to monetary, etc. And strong what? Loss now. Okay. So trying to hold on, but she is facing a big loss now. She's going to lose her children. She's going to lose everything. Okay? Her YouTube channel is done. She's facing jail. This is about not listening, not taking in, okay? With this swords, just horrible stuff that's going to lay you out and get hung up, okay? So, for her, again, this was all about money, fame, okay? And she was saying she was practicing tough love, tough parenting, okay? Again, that's not tough parenting. That is abuse. Let's pull another one and see. The center was about an opportunity, something new coming in with the Pandora's box. Maybe the lid's going to be pulled off of this Pandora's box when it came to the home situation. Stability at the home. No, there was no stability at home. Okay? This was her emotional upheaval, unhappiness, how she tried to contain the children, okay, and just make money off of this. Horrible. Her and her business partner, some other woman. Now, like I said, I don't know if she's still married, if she's divorced, if they're separated. I don't know what's going on with that. Being out in the cold, definitely not in the church in the right way. And we've got strong juggling of this stuff. Okay? So again, they're going to be looking at this case. It's going to go to trial. Unless she pleads, takes a plea deal. We've got the hidden things, the secret things, the desire that she was selling, the merchant of pain, okay? Pain. She was selling and keeping this stuff secret, okay? So on that note, I'm just going to leave this here, and we'll have to watch this case. But, again, why and how do these people become influencers and get so popular when they are doing such heinous things? I guess people want to hear it's okay to abuse your children. It's okay to withhold food. It's okay to just, oh Lord, have mercy. We got the life path, friends. Yeah, and the storyline being changed. So yeah, it's people that want to hear this, okay? Just like those that are MAGA crowds following 45 and Bannon and the like of those ilk that are just in fear mode and anger, and they get permission to act badly, permission to do these heinous things, okay? And they're all up on it because that's where their mindset is, okay? That's where their mindset is, so they gravitate to these type of people. They gravitate to what they want to hear, okay? So if they want to follow the QAnon, they want to hear something secret. They want to be clued into something more than anybody else has got. They're so smart to follow these drops and figure them out, okay? It's with a bid to be special, to have something more than other people have, and to believe that the other side are actually killing babies and drinking their blood. I mean, it just, the insanity of it, just, you look at this and you're just going, how does this happen? How can people not see through this? How do they get stuck in this? So on that note, I'm going to leave this here. I'll see you online. I'll see you at Helga Lee's this afternoon. Thanks for tuning in.